Hi everyone, I am Mr. Prabhuar, Mathematics faculty in Kumaduti Residential School, Shikaripura. Today I am continuing the chapter Real Numbers, in which the concept is Fundamental Theorem of Arithmetic. So let us discuss the theorem as well as its oriented examples also. So in our previous classes we already discussed Euclid's algorithm, lemma, and as well as algorithm method also, from which we can solve so many examples. What it says, fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Yes, first of all we know the basics, that is the kinds of the numbers, that is already discussed in our previous classes. So in which what is the natural number, integer, whole number, real number, and all those. Now once again recall the numbers like whole number as well as prime number and as well as composite number. Okay, you know that the meaning of all these number systems. Based on this, we shall try to discuss about the concept of this one. Yes, what it says, the fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Yes, it says that every composite number can be expressed as a prime factor. Prime factor means every composite number can be expressed as a prime factor or in the form of prime factor, in which this factors or factorization is unique. This factors is unique apart from the order in which the prime factors occurs. So this is the meaning of this theorem or statement of this theorem. Once again, every composite number can be expressed in the form of prime factors. That is, you know that is by prime factorization method. This factorization or factors is unique. That is how I will explain. Apart from the order in which the prime factors occur. For example, look over here. For example, this is one number. Take any natural number. You will express this by in factorization method. That you know the method, that is 144 can be expressed. Take smallest prime number. That you are already familiar with this method. That is 2 7s are 2 2s are. Again 2 is the least number here. Can once again take the 2 number. 2 is a prime number. 2 3s are 2 6s are. Again take any number. 2 1s are 2 8s are 2 9s are is 2 9s are. Again it is 3 3s are. The last one 3 1s are. So from this we observe that 144 factors are, it contains the factors are 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 and into 3 into 3. Yes. These are the factors due to factorization method. That common method you know in your earlier classes also. So what happened? 144 can be expressed only this form or order of this form only? No. It can be expressed in 3 into 3 into 2 into 2 into 2 and so on and so forth. Like this also. So that what happened? Apart from the order, of course you know that the every natural number also expressed in different factors, but here we took only composite number. So that is why this composite number can be expressed in a prime factorization method. So primes, whenever the primes comes, their order also is considered. So apart from which we can write any way of the orders. So that is why apart from the order in which the prime factors occurs. So this is the one thing you should remember. Next, from this, you know that so many examples can be solved to find the HCF of the or LCM of the given number, for which we can use this method. What it says exactly? Yes, it says some more meanings and applications also. That is why number can be expressed in the form of primes, their order. Apart from their order, we can write the expression must be in a hierarchical order. That is called ascending order. So that is what, for example, if I write 2 into 7 into 5, it gives some other number. Of course, it is one of the, consider it is a composite number. But instead of this, I want to write like this also. There are various methods to write this type of factors. It shows us how to write the factors in a prime factorization method. That is what unique way. We need unique way. So that is why every fundamental theorem says directly that every prime number or a composite number can be expressed in a unique way. So that is why we require. For example, 10 is there. Okay, you can express 2 into 5. Okay, 2 into 5 automatically. Otherwise, 5 into 2. Only these two way. Apart from this, there is no other way. Otherwise, you can use 1 also. But 1 is not a prime number or it is not a composite number also. That is why. So, what do you mean by prime number again? Prime number means the number, any natural number which is divisible by 1 or itself. What do you mean by composite number? Composite number may be expressed as the number, any natural number which can be divisible by 1 itself and any other number. That is called composite number. So now let us discuss some more applications related to this fundamental theorem. I will explain once again theorem in general form. In general, consider. Okay, consider in general. Let x be a composite number. Let x be a composite number. So, how we can express by factorization method? Therefore, x is equal to p1, p2, p3 and so on so forth up to pn. Okay. Why I will express here? Because consider x is any composite number in which by factorization method we can use some more factors here. So that is why p1, p2, p3, pn up to pn. These are some more, these are called prime numbers here because these are the prime factors. So here order is main. So unique way we need. That is why here always p1 is less than or equal to p2 or p2 is less than or equal to p3 and so on so forth less than or equal to p. Therefore, this shows that when you combine all these numbers, you will get the same composite number. So that is why we require this theorem to solve the kind of the problem that is factorization, that is HCF and LCM. Clearly, we can go through the exercise problems are also in which we solve the problems to find the HCF and LCM by using the fundamental theorem of arithmetic. So this is the concept involved in the fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Now let us discuss the exercise problems. So by using fundamental theorem of arithmetic, now we should solve some more examples on exercise 1.2 problems. That is how to find the HCF and LCM. That you know that the meaning of HCF and LCM. What do you mean by HCF? Highest common factor. What do you mean by LCM? Lowest common multiple. It means if a given factors are there in which the lowest powers are considered as the HCF. In the given factor, the highest power factors. In a factors, the factor in which the highest powers are given, that is called as LCM. So now we shall try to solve some more examples based on this exercise 1.2. So that is here I written already. Express each number as a product of its prime factors. You know that is a very well known method. That is how to solve this one. As I showed already, that is 140. Always take the least prime number like 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, etc. So now take 2, 2 7s are 0 again. So here it is 0. 0 can ends with, whenever the number is given ends with a 0, automatically it is divisible by 10. 10 means 10 have the factor, that is 10 is equal to 5 into 2. So this is our 11th statement. Okay. So here also one more applications comes. Consider any natural number n at which if some other number rise to the power of n, check whether the n is ends with the digit 0, whether the given number, for example 4 to the power of n, 6 to the power of n, 5 to the power of n, like these numbers are given, in which how to check the whether the given number is ends with the digit 0, like that also you can able to find using this 10. So that is, now again it is 235, now it comes 5, so here 5 7s are, here 7 1s are 7. So 140, it will be expressed as 2 into 5 into 7. This is the method to express the given number into factors. Otherwise you can write here the common factors are there, we should write in the form of powers. Here two numbers are there, therefore you can express it in the form of 2 to the power of 2. Here you can express this as 5 to the power of, instead of any number only 1 is there, therefore the power becomes 1. There are also 7 to the power of 1. Similarly we can solve so many examples, in which we can take one more example, that is third one, 3825. Okay, I will express the same method, 3825. Here the unit digit is end with the 5. Okay, then automatically you can consider 5. It can be divisible by 5. 5 7s are 35. 5 7s are 35. 3 left 32. 5 6s are 30. 5 5s are 25. Again it's end with the 5. Take 5. 5 1s are 2 left. 2 become 26. 5 5s are 25. 5 3s are. So now suppose we can multiply this some other number, that is 5 into 5. Okay, how the number is ends with 3. If you take the 5, it is not possible to divide this number. If you take 2 is also not possible. Take 3, is it possible? 3 4s are 12. 3 left 33. Yes, that is also possible. Otherwise take more than that number, 7. No, it is not possible. 9 ones are 9. What is the leave now? What is the remainder leaves now? 6 3. So 9 ones are 9. So 9 into 8 or 9 nines are 81. It becomes. So that is why we can take first 3. So in order to get the prime factors, we can take the least number first. Then we can go to the highest numbers. But 9 is not a prime number, but it can be expressed as a 3 into 3. That is why I took the 9. So 3 4s are 12. That become it is 33. It is not possible to divide again. So that is why we can take one more number. That is 9. It is possible. 3 4s are 12. It is 1. So that is why it could be stopped. 9. 9 ones are 9 or 9. Again 9. You can take 3. 3 is not possible. Take 9. So 9 ones are 9. 6 left 6 3. 9 sevens are 63. So now 17 left. So 17 is a prime number. That's what you can take 17 as itself. 1. So therefore now this number, the factors are 5 into 5 into 9 into 17. So here these are the factors of this given number by factorization method. In the same way we can express so many numbers are given in the textbook and as well as general also. So now we shall write in the powers, because when you have to calculate to find the HCF and LCM, we need to their powers. So 5 to the power of 1 into 9 into 17. Otherwise this can be expressed as 3 to the power of 2, 5 to the power of 1 into 17 power to the 1. Why I written 3 square? Because 9 is a composite number. If you factorize it, it becomes 3 into 3. That's why 3 to the power of 2 and 5 to the power. This is called order. This is ascending order. This is also ascending order. Fundamental theorem of arithmetic says that if we write any order, apart from the order, express the factors into different. But we have to decide which form is suitable for the factorization. So that is why ascending order or descending order. Almost all take the ascending order. So this is the requirement. In the same way, we can solve these remaining examples. Here, now we should consider second main example. So we go to the second main examples. How to find? This is the factorization method. Now how to find the LCM and HCF of the following pairs of integer and verify that LCM and HCF of the product of two numbers. So that is 91, 26 and 91. So now in order to find the HCF and LCM, we must factorize these numbers. That is by factorization method. So that is 13 into 2 za. Now 91. 19 also 13 into 7 za. Okay. So this is now HCF. What do you mean by HCF? HCF is equal to automatically which is the common factor here. So in order to find the HCF of any two or more positive integers, we must observe that in the factors of each factor, their powers, which is the lower power, that should be the HCF of the common factor in which the lower power, that is why here it is 13, because in both the side 13 is a prime, it is common, 2 is not available here and 7 is not available. So that is, and LCM means it is also now known as lowest common multiple, in which how can write this LCM? So highest power, here lowest power of the common factor, here highest powers of the given factor. So that is one is 2, another one is 7. So here also 7 into 2 and it is 13. So that is why you can take. Now he says that check whether, otherwise verify that LCM and HCF, the product of these two numbers gives us the product of the two numbers. Two numbers here 26 and as well as 91. Therefore product of HCF and LCM is equal to product of two given numbers, any number, any natural number, two given numbers. That is, here it is, HCF is 30. Now we can express 17 into 2 is 14. 14 into 30. You can express. That is 52, 5 1 carry, 31 is 30, 30, 580. 182. 182 is the LCM. Therefore, here again we should write, that is in symbolical representation, I want to write HCF into LCM is equal to, consider first number is A, consider this number is A and this number is B. So that is A into B. Here A and B any two positive integers, okay, which can be expressed in the form of A into B. So that is 30 into 182, it is equal to 26 into 91. So that is how we can multiply by using this method as 30 into 182. Okay. 3 2s are 6, 2 3s are 24, 3 1s are 3, 5. 1 2 8 1, 6 6 8 5 13 2, 2366. Now check this one also. 26 into 91. 1 6 is 1 6, 1 2 is 9 6 is 54, 5 carry, 9 2 is 18, 18 5 23. So 6 6 3 and 2. Yes. Clearly, the product of these two numbers is also 2366. It is equal to 2366. It says that, yes, it says that the product of HCF and LCM of any two numbers is equal to the product of that given numbers. So this is hence the given example is verified. Here I solved one example. Similarly, we can solve the remaining of the examples in the exercise 1.2. So that's all about class today. Thank you.